What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Daily Car Guy. Welcome back to the garage. As you can see behind me, the hood is wide open. I'm gonna work on the engine today. It's an exciting day. Why is it an exciting day? It's actually the first time, yes, I did pick up my timing belt yesterday. And today I'm going to change it. It's the first time I'm doing it on my own. I have already done this in the past with help of friends, but today it's a first timer, me doing this by myself. If at the end of this video I did something wrong, this might not be going live on YouTube, you never know. But if anything goes wrong, the engine might be dead, so we'll see how that goes. I already took out the airbox. The cold air intake is over there. I am now going to be taking off the belt and then remove the wheel and go from there. I will need to remove a few pulleys, and I still do not know how I'm going to film this, and I'm really gonna start works in about 1 minute from having the camera in my hand. I think I'm going to be doing a little work, grab the camera, take you through what I did, lay the camera aside. That's gonna be working a lot easier for me and maybe be a little more enjoyable to watch than just having this on a time lapse. But now, guys, I'm gonna take the belts off and I'll see you when I'm a few steps further. So it might look like I have got nothing done, but actually I took off the shielding, some of the pulleys. Well, the wheel is gone. The pulley for the water pump needed to go to get the cover off, otherwise I couldn't reach it, and it will probably be a lot easier to grab the belt when it's off. Well, it's kind of loose, this thing, so it really needed a change. But everything's off. I'm gonna be aligning the points on the motor now. I have got the OT standing right here. I will need to turn the engine until the OT is here. Then I will check at the bottom. So this is the crankshaft pulley. I'll need to clean it up a bit around here. But that also got a point. I think it's the point right here. Or no, that's still line the pulley. I need to check where that point is, otherwise I will mark it myself. And then for the ignition, it's the pulley right here. So that normally also will have a point. Well, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit and align everything. So I've decided to use my own markings. What I did is, and I don't know if you can see it, I just took a piece of paper tape, taped it down, and I marked the cogs, the teeth, and the tape behind it. As you can see, it's hard to angle the camera the right way, but that's how I do it. And I also have the original markings. Down here I couldn't find anything, so I did it this way. The upper part will not be covered by the belt when I'm putting it on, so that's a nice guideline I have. And then at the bottom I did have the original point. It was the little thick piece here that needs to correspond with the small dot right there, but also I drew lines on the teeth itself, added the paper, and that way I surely won't miss it, because if I miss, the engine is for the trash, and I really don't want to be changing the engine out right now. So I also drew 2 lines, as you can see. That's actually, to be a little more sure, it's correct. Now you have 2 lines you need to line up, so if you're a bit off one way or another, it's clear. It's clear like this. So now for the most nerve-wracking part, taking the old belt off, putting the new one on. So this is the starting point of the reassembly process. This is where the tensioner pulley goes. There was a new bolt in the set, so I removed the old one and I will put in the new one. How I did it was, give me a second and let me grab everything. So, put the camera down. I screwed the new one on first. Well, this is the engine, so this is in. Screwed this one on first, then screwed on the old one, just equal to the bolt. Then I took actually 2 wrenches, tightened them against each other, then just pull this one anti-clockwise and this begins to turn. So that's how I took it off, and now I'm probably gonna use the same technique to get the new one in. So I got the new belt fitted. It went a lot better than I thought it would. I checked everything. Everything is looking good. Tension is fine. They say you need to be able to bend it 90 degrees and not over. This is pretty tight like this. So I'm happy with it. I'm gonna give the engine a few turns by hand with the socket, so everything turns, so everything moves nicely, and then I can start putting everything back together and give it a test fire. So I had to take the alternator and bracket both out because this small little thing that sits here, it's the bolt where the cover bolts to, fell out, fell through, and I couldn't reach it, so all of that had to come out. Minor setback, took me about 10 to 15 minutes to get it out. Probably will be the same to get it back in, so that's half an hour I lost, but it is what it is. So now I can crack on to assembling everything that had to do with the timing belt, starting with the bottom cover. So I got all the pulleys installed underneath the car. Now it's time to put the alternator and its bracket back on.
Yeah, let's go. I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others saying that I'm blessed. But I keep my head down, cause I crave progress. You ain't never gonna stop me, cause it's my conquest. And I'm never gonna rest, yeah. And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know, yeah. And y'all don't even know I own, yeah. And now I'm ready taking over, cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know ya. I'm impatient, I don't ever slow up. I stay young, no, I never grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know ya. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not the type to take no for an answer. I don't deal with people that are like a cancer. No, instead I hang with the people that enhance ya. And I'm not the type to give out second chances. I just wanna work on my own for myself. I don't need no help, not anybody else. Nah, man, I got it dealt. I'm working on my wealth and I'm working on my health. Keep on working to excel, cause I'm working on myself, yeah. And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know ya. And y'all don't even know I own ya. And now I'm ready taking over. Cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. Yeah.
So that was a painstaking process of putting the alternator back in. Everything's in now, ready to put the belts on. Well, last clip, I just want to point out, I'll probably did it by 3.5 to 4 times as fast. So you can really guess how painstaking it was to get it in. So I'm done, finally. I'm a bit scared to fire the car up. Got everything put back together correctly, I hope. Well, when I didn't, I think I will hear it in a few seconds. Didn't come off unscathed, especially the right hand and wrist took a beating, but could be worse, could be better, somewhere in between. So I'm gonna grab the key and start the car up for the first time. She sounds good. I already feel kind of a better response. I'm gonna take her around the block for a quick spin and I'll see you when I get back to the garage. So guys, I'm back at the garage. Test drive went great. Got a little more power. Well, it seems so, because when your timing belt starts to go and slack a bit, you can feel it by the power. You're just missing a little bit of power down there, and well, that feeling is gone now, so that's all great. I know I did not really show you how I did it. This also wasn't supposed to be a how-to video, but I kind of took you through the steps I took to replace the timing belt, so maybe you can learn something here and there from that. But yeah, that was it. So guys, as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment down below on what you want to see on this channel, and be sure to subscribe to me, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.